Welcome to the homestead. Glad you're watching. I've been out to the garden, got my glasses a little spotty because it's raining, of course. You know, it's shortened our summer. I'm so glad I didn't plant those things for a longer summer because it's like 72 degrees and it's supposed to not even breach 80 as I understand it for a while. And that's a bummer. I mean, that is a real big bummer because we have still so much work to do and it is so hard to do it in the rain. Yes, it's cooler to do it in the rain, but shoveling mud instead of shoveling soft dirt, that's a sad, sad thing. So as we fill those trenches in, the soft dirt would have crumbled to the bottom and and this clumpy dirt's gonna, you know what's gonna happen. I'm not happy about that. Can't do anything about it, but I'm not happy about it. So I'm sure we'll get things done, but it's just gonna be a little soggy doing it. One of the things I wanted to do, and the reason I went out to the garden today, was to get the blower, the leaf blower, so I could blow off all this stuff on the patio side because a lot of those leaves have fallen and those seed pods have fallen. And I'm going to have to rake out here because tons and tons of seed pods have fallen. And I'm going to have to do that with a broom because I came back and forgot the leaf blower. And because it's raining, the babies are right here. And so I'll just get the broom out and I'll broom this part, or I'll go get the rake and I'll just rake it all off the outdoor carpet. And we'll just clean it up that way, the old-fashioned way, before the leaf blower. So anyway, there's other things I plan on doing today, just don't know what. I've been kind of cooped up trying to get those videos edited. It's really hard to do video editing, and I'm a little backed up, so I'm getting them up the day before they air, although the chips are all sitting there waiting for me to take care of them. And that's a sad thing too, but it is what it is, and I got work to do, so let's get busy. I know you can't really see much of what I'm doing, but camera placement was important, needed to stay dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and move out to the yard, figure out where to put that camera to keep it dry. It's got worse, not better, and I'm soaked through and through, and I can't see anything, so I'm just going to pause, maybe, hopefully it will stop shortly. I thought it wasn't going to get worse because it was not scheduled to do this. Tomorrow they said 54%, unless they changed it on us, and sometimes on the last minute they change it, and so That is sad. I really was hoping to get all those trenches filled before the rain started. But whatever this is, it's not supposed to be. It's still August, at least for a while anyway. And anyway, now my glasses not only have drops on them, but they're fogging up. So I'll be right back. At least, if nothing else, just to sign off. So don't go anywhere. Okay, new day. It rained and rained and rained that day. It didn't stop until like 6 o'clock at night. And then it rained the very next day as well. And so here it is 2 days later. According to our rain gauges, we got just under 3 inches of rain on the property. When I looked it up online to see what the rainfall was, they ended up saying like 3/4 in the last 24 hours, but that is impossible unless they were just measuring Saturday. And so we'll just have to see. I do know that it rained too much, and it was soppy and it was slippery, and now all that wonderful dirt that was soft is now wet. So I'm going to get the wheelbarrow and I'm going to go over the top of this trench right here. This is the one that had the septic tank in it, and so it had an abundance of dirt on top, and I'm going to scrape off the top and try to level it flat and put it in a wheelbarrow. I don't know what else to do, but we formed a little mounds and they didn't sink down, and so if there's a sink, okay, we'll fill it, but if it's not sunk, I'm going to scrape it off and put it in the wheelbarrow. We can always fill it later, but right now we have too much dirt on this strip right here. So let's get the wheelbarrow and the shovel and let's get busy. Okay, I came to get the wheelbarrow. Let me show you the wheelbarrow. Okay, this is the water that the wheelbarrow collected. I don't think a 3/4 of an inch of rain fell. I think it is closer to the 3 inches that I spoke of. So anyway, I'm gonna dump it. Okay, I knew it would start to get unmanageable. I just didn't realize it would do it so quick. I should have been out here when it was all mucky. At least I could have picked up the muck. Anyway, this is a lot of work. I didn't get very far. You couldn't see the ground because of my camera placement, but this is hard work. Okay, I have to go find someplace to put that dirt. I think I'm gonna line, I noticed in one of the videos I was editing that there wasn't a lot of dirt over on that side where we had gone through the orchard over to that faucet, because when you start digging, that trencher throws all the dirt this way. So that it seems like the latter part was lacking dirt. So I'll start over there. I don't know where all these moths and things are coming from. The rain's brought all kinds of bugs out. Anyway, I'll start over there and I'll see about trying to dump some there and any low spots that might be there. If not, I'll just, I don't know. I think I'll pile it up, or spread it out, I should say, over where we want to put the next cottage, because it's uneven and we can start leveling it with this dirt. That seems like a really good idea. Okay, I'm going to walk over there and see if it even needs any dirt before I do anything. So I'll be right back. Okay, I did go look over there, and that trench that's going that direction is sinking. Lee reminded me that there was that pipe that he cut from the old septic tank. It must be filling with water and pouring out on our yard, because my foot went clear into the path there. So we were talking about the fact that we gotta cap that if that's what's causing all the water to get in there. But that whole line, it wouldn't be the whole line where my foot sunk in, would be where that pipe broke, but that whole line is sinking in. So we need to get that dirt, pack it down in that hole, and get that dirt that's on the outside in the inside, and see if we can stop that from happening over there, because the whole thing's going to be a big dip. Anyway, I'm not taking the dirt over there. Lee can come get it if he wants it. He's going to go work over there. But I'm going to take this dirt right here and go see about filling some of those trenches that septic tank tractor made, because when we mow it goes like this and it's real harsh. So I'm going to see about filling that. Well, this is the area that needs dirt. You can't see it because of the grass, but when you walk across it you can feel it, and it's a tripping hazard in some respects, and it's really harsh on the lawnmower in others. So I should mow it down deep so I can see where the trenches are, besides just feeling my way with my feet. But that's going to be extra work, and as is, this dirt has got to be picked up before it turns rock hard. And I'm not sure. It's supposed to rain again. It'll just turn to muck, and if it doesn't rain, it will turn to concrete. And so we got a lot of work to do. Should have been out here earlier today, but I was working on videos, and it's got black clouds ahead, so I don't know. But let me go get that wheelbarrow, and we'll find those crevices and get them filled in. Okay. I'm going to take this dirt over there to the other side of the yard. I'm going to get something to cover this camera so it doesn't get ruined. Okay, once again, our work was called due to rain. Can't really work with dirt when it's turned into slush. And so, until another day, I guess. And you know that rain wasn't in the forecast. I looked and it was not in the forecast. They said maybe a little rain this morning, but everything else was supposed to be clear. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. You be sure to like, share, press that notification bell, and subscribe. And we will see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye now.